Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, July 14th, 2021. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad you're tuning in with us for another edition of Talking Fitchburg. Back here in studio. Always glad to be back here in studio. And we're ready to bring you a great show here coming up today. A lot to get to. We're going to take a look at Bike the Berg. If you missed our interview with Thad Schumacher, show you why it's great to bike the Berg and just bike in Fitchburg in general. A lot of cool places to bike here. A great biking community. We'll break that down here for you coming up. Plus, we're going to check in. Boys and Girls Club had a huge announcement yesterday. The McKenzie Regional Resource Center and the Boys and Girls Club, a big announcement with that. We're going to take you out to that press conference that happened yesterday and tell you all the good things that'll be coming with this new regional training center. It's amazing, and we're glad to have it here in Fitchburg. So have that coming up to you. Special note, severe weather, if it's still occurring today and tonight, make sure you continue to be weather aware. By now, we probably have already had our first round, maybe due up for a second round. Hard to say, but let's be weather ready, and we'll bring you any coverage of any storm damage or whatnot on the TF update the following day. If there is anything to report here, we'll bring that to you. All right, let's jump into the headlines here. Reception for police chief finalists. We've got a date for you. Save the date, by the way. August 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Panelists, or you're going to be coming out to the Painters Union on King James Way for the police chief public reception. This is an opportunity for you to meet the finalists that will be selected after interviews following this week. If you can't make it to an in-person, guess what? Fact TV, that's us. We'll be broadcasting that live. So you can tune in for that. And of course, if you want to submit any questions ahead of time, all you do is go to the link that's on your screen or scan that code. You can learn everything about what's going on. All right, Kids Fest at the Fitchburg Farmers Market will be happening tomorrow. Kids Fest at the Farmers Market happening July 15th. Live music and an ice cream social. Love ice cream. It's like a bad love for ice cream. Turtle Sunday, by the way, that's my go-to. 3 to 6 p.m. 3 to 6 p.m. I was a hot fudge Sunday guy, but I'm a Turtle Sunday guy. That just comes with age, I think. I don't know. 3 to 6, come and get all your favorites, plus be a part of the ice cream fundraiser for Wood Hollow Children's Center. It's all at the Agora Center, 5511 East Shore Parkway. Come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Community open house to get an inside look at the award-winning Verona Area High School. They have a save the date for you. 2 dates, in fact. September 17th from 4 to 7 p.m. and September 18th from noon to 3 p.m. You get to not only check out the new high school, but there'll be some fun and interesting activities and to help you get acclimated with the new high school. It's beautiful in there. If you haven't been in there, I encourage you to take that tour. All right, Copa All-Star Jazz Ensemble will be happening this weekend. This is like a hidden, huge concert happening this weekend. This will be on Sunday, July 18th from 3 to 5 p.m. It is free. And the list of great performers are on their website. If you want to come in and be a VIP, it's just $25 for that VIP seating. And guess what? A little familiar name, Mike LaCrone. Yeah, he'll be leading the charge here on this great concert series. So 3 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, July 18th. Doors open up at 2. And yeah, again, free admission, 2823 Index Road here in Fitchburg. Finally, Better Business Bureau wants to warn you, if you're looking for love, don't fall for fake dating websites. Still a huge scam out there. Yeah, you probably have heard of about the romance scams and the con artists that trick on suspecting victims into falling in love and, again, and parting ways with their money. Lately, BBB Tracker is getting reports of new types of romance scams and the cons. Of course, they'll change their scam to con you out of some money. So quick safety tips here. First and foremost, do your research before you sign up. Do any internet search of dating website names along with the words reviews and scams. Keep a close eye on making sure that it's not suspect to a fake website. Also, you want to make sure to understand how the website works and not entirely unusual to have to pay a monthly fee or small fee for individual connection to the dating services. but be sure the website is upfront about it and their payment system and how it works. If payment system isn't well documented or you find that confusing, choose another dating service instead. And much more tips there on the BBB's Trackers website. We'll share this and the link to that where you can learn more about this. And of course, make sure you report those scams. All right, coming up next, we're going to open up our digest. We're going to be talking about Bike the Berg Challenge happening here in the city of Fitchburg. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at, underlay, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready!
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join me today from Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, the all-star, I call him, Thad Schumacher here today. Thad, thank you for joining me. And first and foremost, thank you for everything you're doing. We had a chance to talk just a little bit here, but I was saying that I've just following everything you do for the community is something else. And what you've done with the COVID, getting the vaccines out has just been just amazing. So thank you for what you do out there. And thank you for taking the time today to join me.
Thanks for the kudos. We appreciate it. Like I said before, I have an awesome team and a vast amount of volunteers that helped us get this job done. And we're not completely done yet. So, keep us in your thoughts as we go out into the community and try to just get that one more. So.
Yeah, nope. I just blown away with the work you've done, and very excited to talk about this because for people who don't know you, you're a big biker, and we're today talking about Bike the Berg, a new event here in the city of Fitchburg. Tell us, what is Bike the Berg?
Yeah, so Bike the Berg is an event that's going to last all summer. It's a chance to get involved with as a community to go out and ride. We have a beautiful infrastructure of cycling here in the city of Fitchburg. Not only do the residents of Fitchburg take advantage of that every day, but almost every cyclist in the area probably rides through Fitchburg on one of their long rides as they go south of town. And that is a very popular destination. So the city really wants to get people involved and get out and bicycle. This past year was a time when many people got their first bike or they got a new bike, and we want them to go out and use it now. And so this gives them an opportunity to do it as a community. The goal is to sign up and ride 150 miles before the end of September, if I remember correctly. So for us, Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, it was an easy decision to sponsor this event. It's right in our wheelhouse of community involvements and promoting health and fitness. It's important to get out there and move around.
Yeah, absolutely. And Thad, for folks who've never taken a ride in Fitchburg on the trails, tell us about some of the trails, maybe some of your favorite ones. I mean, they're all pretty cool. I'll say that front, but for those biking out there, what would they see out there?
Sure. So one of the best trails probably we have in Fitchburg is the Badger State Trail. It starts in the Allied community as it kind of merges with the Southwest Commuter Trail, which is the trail that comes from like the Home Depot area into Fitchburg. And that trail goes over McKee Road and straight south and is paved for about 5.5 miles. So it's a really nice place for people to go. Paved multi-use trail to go straight out there. It's fairly flat except for the bridge that goes over McKee Road. And that's a beautiful one. There's lots of scenery to look at on both sides as you head out of town. And then a lot of people just ride to the end of that and then turn around and ride their way back into town. So it's a good 10-mile ride, flat. And it's protected on both sides by trees. So when it's windy, it's very popular for cyclists who don't like wind.
Yeah, wife and I learned that the hard way. We're out in the middle of nowhere and caught a 30-mile-an-hour wind coming at us, and it felt like we were walking with our bikes, even though we were pedaling. But that's a different story. As far as just the healthiness part of biking, there are a lot of benefits to biking. What would some of those be for somebody who's maybe just thinking about getting into that biking world?
Sure. So definitely cardiovascular and low impact. So if you think of running, running is quite an efficient way to burn calories, but it's pretty hard on the knees and the ankles. So you get a lot of the same benefits as a cycling, riding a bike, as you do running, but you have less impact on those joints. So it can build endurance as well. If you ride, say, 5 miles every day or 3 times a week for a week. And then the next week you go to 6 miles 3 times a day. Pretty soon that 6 miles will be easy. And then you'll go to 10 miles and then you just expand and expand. And basically the more you ride, the more endurance you build, both from a cardiovascular standpoint and a breathing standpoint. And it just allows you to go farther and do more. And then if you have any comorbidities such as like diabetes or high blood pressure, that exercise is just going to pay dividends on lowering your blood pressure, raising your good cholesterol, lowering your A1C if you're diabetic. And so there's just getting out and moving, and it doesn't have to be by bike, but that's my preferred method. It's just the health benefits are tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got great trails. We've got the healthy part of it. From a small business standpoint, too, a lot of trails lead and can get you in Fitchburg to a lot of places that you could drive. So if adding in that part, being that you are an avid biker, do you find yourself that you're like, well, I got to drop down to the store and get some milk, eggs, whatever. I could probably bike down there real quick and bike back. How does that work for folks here in Fitchburg? Is that pretty convenient?
It is, and with the Fish Hatchery Road reconstruction, they're actually building a new bike path that goes all the way to the Beltline. So you have a bike path that goes from the Beltline into Madison, all the way through Fitchburg to City Hall, one bike trail, and then you have the other ones that go down into the woods and meet up at the roundabout. Unfortunately, this whole summer, the roundabout is torn up for a sewer project. But I think that you can still get around. They've worked really hard at trying to get all the detours pointed out so it's easy to get around still. But yeah, I mean, commuting around town to pick up, whether it's pick up prescriptions or pick up milk or drop off your mail, I think it's super doable.
Yeah, I think that's something that attracts me when I'm thinking about biking and being in Fitchburg. It's easy to get to a lot of the businesses here, which I think is really important, especially since the COVID. We've really got an opportunity to check out our local businesses even more for good reason. Finally, here, Thad, if people do want to get involved with the ride, learn more about it, where can people sign up for the challenge and get all this information?
You bet. You can go to the Fitchburg Chamber website, and there'll be a link there. I'll make sure to put a link to it on our Facebook page today. Yeah, and I think if you Google Bike the Berg, it'll come up. So.
Yep, Bike the Berg is there. It's right on the Chamber's website, so you can sign up for that. Thad, thank you so much for your time, and again, thank you for all your hard work, and hopefully we'll catch you on the trail out there.
Sounds good.
All right. Thad Schumacher from Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, proud sponsor this year of the Bike the Berg. And like I said, it's easy to get out and bike. And there's so many great benefits here in Fitchburg to make that just a little bit easier as well. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. We're in our guest segment today, and today we're going to talk about a big announcement that came from the Boys and Girls Club yesterday. 5 years in the making. We have a brand new regional resource center coming to Fitchburg, and we have all the details for you at this great groundbreaking ceremony.
Well, I want to say good afternoon to everyone who have joined us today. I'm Leslie Petty. I serve as the chair for the Boys and Girls Club Board of Directors here in Dane County. And I want to welcome everyone on this incredible celebration and groundbreaking experience that we're going to have today related to the Youth Workforce Center, soon to be McKinsey Workforce Center of Skilled Trades.
I can't think of a better organization to be a part of than the Boys and Girls Club. They're absolutely fantastic. I think that's the best money we've ever spent. This is probably new to most of you. Michael and I have been talking about this for 5 years. I looked it up and we started in 2016. I gave him a call, and the reason I did that is because as a builder, I'm very aware of the acute shortage of skilled workers. And this is throughout the United States. And these are great jobs and they're satisfying jobs. But they're not being advocated for, or they're not being taught in the schools. We need new blood because the industry is primarily a bunch of old white men and they're aging out. We need more women in the workforce. We need more people of color in the workforce. So, here we have the need. Boys and Girls Club, who I've been working with, they represent some 7,000 kids in Dane County. These are kids that don't have any idea that these exist or how to get them. The club does a fabulous job with its college program. They work in the schools and they advocate for college, they mentor kids. But for the 80% or so of kids that don't go to college, there really isn't a plan B.
I wanted to, on behalf of our board of directors for the Madison Area Builders Association, as well as our 400-plus corporate members. First, start this by thanking John McKenzie and his family for all the great work and spurring this adventure for us all, as well as the Boys and Girls Club and their team, and Michael Johnson and the work that really the three of our groups have kind of done together over the last few years to find a location, create the programming, and now we're moving forward quickly on this, like I said, adventure. So one of the big things that was asked for me to kind of talk about was the labor shortage that we see in skilled trades within the Madison area and the state of Wisconsin and beyond. Even pre-pandemic, the state of Wisconsin had over 8,000 construction-related jobs open. The number is actually increased at times. We've seen a surge, but that surge is only slightly hit into the amount that we need. So what we're looking to do from an industry perspective is kind of twofold. Number one, fill the jobs that are available that start $15 to $20 per hour for inexperienced entry-level jobs that within 5 years, depending on the track that you take, could result in a six-figure job for individuals. So as an alternative to college, or as a job that you come to after college. It's an industry that both talks to college-educated individuals and individuals who are more hands-on. So it's a broad range educational field that we think is very important, and that this facility will be one of the first points that individuals will have the opportunity to be introduced into the field, as well as getting that connection to the jobs.
I could not be more thrilled to have this facility here in Fitchburg. The Boys and Girls Club already is heavily invested here in Fitchburg, a great partner for us. They have a wonderful club just north of here. They've had their bike for the Boys and Girls Club. Now, as mentioned, Move for Boys and Girls Club this weekend, right here at McKee Farms Park, where it starts and ends. But this facility here is really life-changing. The people getting the education here will have jobs forever. And even better, not only is this close to the people that we want to get that training, there's a number of Fitchburg businesses close by that will want and need the people that are going to get this training. We have Saris, General Beverage, Sub-Zero, Circo, Benjamin Plumbing, all within walking distance. To have all those businesses that I know need the people that will get the training here that close is phenomenal. So I couldn't be more thrilled. I want to thank the Boys and Girls Club for continuing to look to Fitchburg and invest in Fitchburg, because really this is something that I'm extremely proud to have here in Fitchburg. So thank you and welcome.
And on behalf of Boys and Girls Clubs of America and our national president, Jim Clark, thank you for the invitation, but more important, congratulations on what's going to happen here, not only for children, but families and the communities in which you serve. You know, when I think of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County, on my drive up from Chicago this morning, I kind of thought of three words or a phrase that describes the organization. The first is innovation, the second is collaboration and partnership, and the third is always a focus on youth, families, and communities. When I take a look at what John and Chad talked about here, the comprehensive skilled trade industry, you're hitting on all aspects. And that gap of being able to address the future needs of employment within each of our communities is going to be addressed here. But when you look at our young people, they're really worried about, am I prepared for the workforce? And there's no better industry than the Boys and Girls Club industry to do those essential skills, to talk about respect of young people, showing up on time, being well-groomed. Those are all the soft skills that our Boys and Girls Club work with our young people each and every day.
My career at the Home Builders, I've spent the last 5 to 10 years talking about the skilled labor shortage that we have in our country, about how so many of our youth who have the potential to work their own hours, own their own companies, make good livings on their own time, and become a part of the communities in which they were raised, how they were being ignored. More and more as the public schools and even the private schools eliminated the vocational arts, we at the home builder level suffered. And when the home builders suffer, it goes back to the community because the ability to provide affordable housing suffers. And when we can work together and get our youth back into building homes that build America, I think that's something that you all should take great pride in.
This Regional Workforce Center will provide an advantage for the young people that it will serve, as well as the businesses that will someday have the benefit of calling today's youth their employees. As has been widely reported throughout the media, Wisconsin, like many other states, has a workforce shortage. There isn't a quick fix to solving this challenge. It will require an all-hands-on-deck approach. And a large part of the solution is reaching more young people at an earlier age with information on the wide options of careers that are out there, including the well-paying jobs available in the skilled trades and all the pathways available to gaining job credentials.
As you stated, we began our journey with Boys and Girls Club a little over 2 years ago, working on the Mackenzie Club, as we were looking for an opportunity to engage with the community and work with an organization that would truly have an impact on the youth here in Madison and Dane County. We were so excited that this would be a natural fit for us to partake and help expand their resources here in Fitchburg and Madison at the new Skilled Trades Center right here on this site. In just under a month, we've put together plans, ideas, proposals that are all trying to work through the vision that the Boys and Girls Club have to reach the youth and provide better leadership, mentorship, and entrepreneurship within the community itself.
So, on behalf of Boys and Girls Clubs, on behalf of our kids, on behalf of the future young people, that this is not gonna be a center where we're giving kids a hand out. We're giving them a hand up. We're going to inspire them to be great. We're going to teach them how to earn a livable wage. And there's no better gift, in my opinion, than doing something like this in this community. And to have Boys and Girls Clubs of America here, they have the National Builders Association president here, they have the secretary for the workforce, the Department of Workforce, the leader of our state in this space with us. Is just very, very special. And then they have the mayor of our city here with us. You have a commitment from this partnership that we're going to be a difference maker for kids. We're going to change the opportunity equation for kids in this community. And there's a lot of people that talk about closing the wealth gap, closing the achievement gap. We've been doing that in the Madison public school system through our Avid Tops program. And I'm hoping that we'll come back 5 years from now and say that we have third-party data that show that we're actually closing the gap in this space. So thank you all so much. We're going to now do the groundbreaking ceremony, and we're going to ask everybody to come up.
All right, there you have it. We'll get this posted up online. You'll be able to check out the full press conference online a little bit later today as well. All right, we're going to take a quick break, wrap up the show next. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for today, I want to thank Thad Schumacher for helping us with the Bike the Berg challenge. And so excited for the Boys and Girls Club and their new announcement. We'll take you to the ribbon cutting once they open up that facility, hopefully either in the fall or early spring. As we wrap up, remember you can stay connected with Fact TV. A lot of ways to get connected. If you can't find us or have any questions, give us a call.